How's it going, everybody? I hope you are crushing it today, as I am crushing it in this raid weekend. So we are taking a look at how to get close to 24,000 Capital Peak Gold by hitting a whole bunch of different bases. So let's take a look at finishing up a Capital Peak. Here we are grabbing almost 4,000. We're using the graveyard spam strategy, since there's not too much splash targeting defenses left, just our rocket artillery and the blast bow. So the name of the game for getting close to 24,000 points is trying to get 4,000 points per attack on any base you can find. And if you can get a little bit of bonus gold for having troops survive on a cleanup attack or final attack, then even better. So whenever you see something where there's around 4,000 loot left, usually is possible to finish it in that last attack at Builder Hall level 8 with the maxed out troops. So just keep that in mind. We'll jump on over to the next portion of the attacks. So here we are looking at a first hit on a skeleton park. We're going in with the graveyard spam strategy. We're trying to see how far we can push into the base. This person actually has moved some stuff around. So that's where I felt that it was going to have an easier time on the entry, moving through the middle of the base. And, you know, obviously things will die out on the back end here, where there's a bunch of walls, and highly unlikely that they would get through these bomb towers with the giant cannon, but we might be able to get around, 60% of the base taken out. And that should be around 4,000 loot. So that is what we are going for. The best thing to do is to try and hit the same districts each week as you're feeling out your attack strategies and how powerful they are. Then once you sort of get a feel for the attack strategy, and then how the troops do versus a bunch of different defenses, you can then sort of make game plans for any base you see very, very quickly. So, there could have been more planning to this one. Obviously, there's, a few more giants than is needed, and we still need a couple more rams. So all of those skeletons might have been able to survive from the multi-mortar. So, not quite enough to get to the 4,000, but that is the beauty of the Capital Peak, is it is about the average attack that you get. So if you get some below 4,000, just try and get some above 4,000, right? And then it sort of evens out. So we get 3,160 from this one. So now we're going to do some full attacks on the Balloon Lagoon and the Barbarian Camp. So see here, we can see that this person has the third rocket artillery unlocked, which is nice. And they have a couple of defenses on this entry. But we are trying to, get some points from the bottom left side here. But trying to send all the troops in from a very tight area, especially with two rocket artilleries very close together, is not the best idea. So we are going to try and wrap around, take care of this rocket artillery first. And we did bring in one pack of the Larrys. Try and have all the skeletons take it out, because I wasn't too sure how much damage this rocket artillery was going to do on the approach, so I didn't want to spend too many of the troops on there. Now that we know we are going to be getting into some heavy damage, we drop down the graveyards. 2 over the rocket artilleries, and then 1 on the approach. So now we're just trying to split the troops around, because these rocket artilleries are going to do some very big damage. And then we are sending in 1 ram right after another. You know, whenever you're going into a lot of defenses and a lot of splash damage, you can drop each ram every half second, and a lot of times they'll be the furthest troop out in front, so the rocket artilleries will try and target them. You can see in the first attack, only 2,730 got 50%, but the last half of the base is all in this core section, and now we have the power of the 6 graveyards. We also have a wide deployment zone, so we're sending some stuff from the left side, the bottom side, and even the top side. So now we're saving the rams to try and best distract for the rocket artilleries. We take down the left side one. So now we're just trying to figure out where can we send the rams that'll target the walls that will take out and distract the rocket artillery. Now if there had been 1 more hit from that rocket artillery, that would have been really bad, as everything grouped up around the side of the rock there. So it was really close. But as you can see, there's just so much power that they're just overwhelming base. You know, and as soon as the super wizards log on to the district hall, everything splashes. We pick up the final attack and we get 130 bonus gold. So now we are taking a look at a barbarian camp. Now barbarian camps are nice because a lot of them are worth around 9,000 points. So if you're able to 2-shot them, you can maximize your potential and get close to 27,000-28,000 between a few raids. But you do have to wait and hopefully get them in your clan. So here we are clearing out a bunch of the trash buildings. We see here that all of the first row of defenses are back behind the row of giant guard posts. So these 2 barbarians are able to clear out a lot of the trash buildings for the balloons. Giant bomb pops, and then as soon as they get close over to here, they pop some Teslas. So we can pretty much assume that the other Teslas are going to be on the left over there. But now we're dropping the graveyards over the splash, damaging defenses. Then we're dropping a couple packs of balloons to take out the Teslas. Teslas do deal a lot of damage, but they have a slow ramp-up time. So as long as their beam goes off, and then you can send in, say, 2 packs of rocket balloons, it'll destroy the Tesla before it has a chance to fire again, which is very helpful. So now we're just trying to deploy 1 pack of balloons on each of the air targeting defenses, trying to not let air bombs get too much value. But we do now have direct access to the rocket artillery and the air bombs in the core, which is very nice. So drop a barbarian over here on the right hand side to open up that deployment zone. And we do the same on the left hand side. So we want to try and get up to these air targeting defenses up here. And there is a back end air bombs, which is always kind of scary on a barbarian camp. So the closer you can get to an air bombs and a rocket artillery on the back end, the better. Here we're just waiting for that last building to go down to open up the deployment. Now we drop down the rest of the graveyards to try and help tank for the balloons. And now we're being very patient, since we do have direct lines to the air targeting defenses. all you have to do is send in 1 pack per defense. And then as they die, they'll spawn a bunch of skeletons, and then you can sneak in another pack while the defenses are distracted. So luckily we did have enough power, enough distraction to take out the air bombs on the back, which is awesome. That last air defense goes down, and we are able to get all of the bonus loot and 2-shot the Barbarian Camp and get an extra 82. So those are some hopefully useful tips and tricks to try and get some more loot in your raid weekends. If you like this video, I encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And there should be some more videos on the screen now. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.